Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is T.E.A., Teresa Ellen Arianis, and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. And this is hashtag What's for Dinner. As I film this, it is Saturday, and I am getting ready to do a crockpot recipe. Yep, drag the thing out, gotta make use of it. And actually, this recipe comes from Robin Sandkowski. I will link her YouTube down below. She actually posted the recipe over on Instagram, and I think not only myself, but Nene, who is one of our subscribers, awesome subscriber, Nene, I think Nene was going to make it as well, so I'm curious to see how it all turned out for her as well. So we've got, I'm altering the recipe a little bit just because of what I have on hand and what we like to eat. So it called for 3 pounds of red potatoes. I have 2 pounds of red potatoes and another pound of russets. It called for 6 pork loin pork chops. I've got 8. It called for olive oil. I do not use olive oil. It makes my stomach upset, so I'm using canola. It wants 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. I probably will use the whole packet, otherwise it'll never get used. It wanted at least 2 tablespoons of butter cubed up. I'm going to use Imperial margarine. Let's see, salt and pepper to taste when you're searing the pork chops, and a little dash, I think about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You're going to mix the oil, the apple cider vinegar, and the dressing together to form a sauce. Once I get these cubed up and the pork chops seared, it'll all go into the crock pot and get mixed up. But I am going to be adding a sweet onion and some garlic as well, just because that's what we like. Onions and, garlic go great with pork, and we do like to add that. It'll also help flavor the potatoes as well, and it also goes good with ranch. So that is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. This is sort of in the middle of prep time, and both of these 2 items right here, both of them came from Temu. This is just a little silicone sleeve that you pop your garlic cloves in, you roll it back and forth, and it helps take the papery outer coating off very easily. And gosh, I think it was probably less than 50 cents, might have even been less than 25 cents. And then this garlic chopper probably was $3.98. $3.48. It's just a little garlic chopper. And it did a really good job. It comes with 2 different gratings. I think the bottom one is down here that's slicing, and it was so much easier than a garlic press for me, and it did a really good job. So nicely diced. So that's part of my prep. I just thought I'd share these 2 Temu items. If you're interested, I will have both of them linked down below. Thanks! And I'm back. I have sauteed the onions and the garlic, and I have seared the pork chops to get a nice little crust on them. That is a lot of potatoes to chunk up. So most of it is the red potatoes plus 3 smallish size russets that made up a pound. And then this is the oil, ranch dressing, and apple cider vinegar. Now, the recipe said use 2 tablespoons of the ranch dressing, but that also equals 1 packet. One ounce packet equals 2 tablespoons if you've got the larger jar of the ranch seasoning. So we are all ready to dump this and go. I'll be right back. This all mixed up and set in the crock pot. I've got it dotted with the Imperial margarine. I probably used a little bit more than the original recipe, but that's me. I want something saucy. So I will be back once this has cooked, which should be on low for about 5 hours or so. And hopefully that'll be in time for when we want dinner. See you then. We have the finished product ready to plate up. Everything seems nice and cooked. It did take me a little bit longer. I'm not used to this crock pot. Again, this was a used crock pot that I was given. But I think actually the onions and the garlic were a nice addition to this. It's still too hot, waiting to plate it up. But again, I have to thank Robin Sandkowski from YouTube and for putting this on Instagram, where I saw the recipe and thought, oh, yum, yum. That sounds good. I'm still getting used to doing stuff with a crock pot. It's been probably at least 8 years since I'd used this one, except for the last one that I did with the soup. And I'm kind of liking the crock pot thing, at least while it's still cold enough on the weekends. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this little dinner journey. Hashtag What's for Dinner. And that is ranch pork chops, potatoes, and onions in the crock pot. Take care, everyone. Thanks. Bye.